Welcome everyone to HFN, also known as HueFin News. Today is March the 15th, 2021. We're going to give you all an important price prediction update in Rocket, show you where our last price prediction was and how we got it wrong, and to ensure that we get in a position to capitalize on the next price movement, all by following the trap. Now, before I break all of that down, if today is your first time watching our video, you guys appreciate the content, before you head out, hit the like button, share the video, and also subscribe to the channel. We're not here to give you all of that FUD and FOMO that so many other YouTubers try to garner just to get you all to click. We're just simply focusing on the price so we can capitalize and profit before anyone else, right? And get out the market and find the next lick. That's what we do. All right, so if you appreciate it, like I said earlier, hit the like button, share, and also subscribe. Tap that bell notification as well. You guys want to make sure you stay in tuned to where the trap is anticipated to go. So you can see real quick, we're going to look at the portfolio that we are showing you all on how to pick and how to exit out the market to win and to profit from. So you can see we only got 3 stocks in the basket today: Boeing, Jamia Technologies, as well as the Power Shares ETF. As we continue to see more opportunities to add stocks, we will add them here. And when we feel as if we're satisfied with the profit, we'll go ahead and take them out the basket. So make sure you stay watchful of these videos. On the weekend is usually when we try to come in and evaluate them to see, do we need to keep them inside the basket, or do we need to take the profit and go, and which ones we need to add it. So now let's break down this Rocket price prediction that we did right here on March the 3rd. It is in our playlist. We're going to be fully transparent with each and every one of you so we all can continue to learn as to how to stay ahead of the game. Now, immediately, the day that we did this price prediction for Rocket, the market completely fell off a cliff. It happened. I mean, the market ended down 32%, almost 33%, when we were looking for the market in Rocket to go higher price. We obviously got that one wrong, right? And on the conclusion of March the 3rd, you have already gotten out the position to say, look, cut the losses. This market is not going the way that we expected it to go. It was a wrong call. And that is precisely what needed to occur. So 32%. If you're still into the market now, 33% versus 40%, that's how you cut your losses. This is how you're able to get out of that emotional spin that so many people experience when they come into trading. You simply let the market speak to you and you follow what it tells you. It takes no emotional feel from that. He told us that I'm not going to increase this price in Rocket. I'm going to bring it back down to where I can continue to accumulate more of these shares at a cheaper price. So now we need to ensure that we are in position to capitalize on the trap going forward, because obviously that demand is now gone in Rocket. Okay, so 40% either to 33% is where you would have been at, right? We missed it. But now you shake that off and you continue to push forward and you make sure you are in position to win on the next call. So let's do this on the next play. So where do you all think the market in Rocket is headed now? I mean, we already know, if anything, we're not looking for the market in Rocket to shoot higher price. Not yet. We need to allow the trap to show us continue trading so that he can show us where support is going to be maintained as well as where it's going to be restriction. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is we need to alter this line, right? We're not in an uptrend. So what we're going to do now, you can see generally that the market is creating a support area in the market right here. Okay, maybe around $24.75, $24.25 right there. And how do we know? Well, we've seen the market in Rocket hold that area as restriction during this time period. We found it as restriction during this time period, and now we're seeing the market hold this area as support right there, plain and simple. So $24.25 is going to be important for us to continue to see whether or not the market can prop itself up at that price, because if so, that would be a great entry point. You know, we're already seeing a couple of days to where the market in Rocket has maintained that price, which is good to see, but we're not out the woods yet. Okay. So let's do this real quick. Let's get rid of this. And let's take a look at the market in Rocket on a different time frame. So this is a 3-day time frame, and I'm still seeing weakness in the market, even while we're seeing the market hold support around $24. The market is still weak, because if it wasn't weak, the market in Rocket would not be closing on the low of the last completed 3-day price bar. If it was strong, we would have seen the market close up there at the high, but it didn't. So there is still weakness here visible on the 5-day and the 3-day time frame. What about on the weekly? We're still seeing weakness into the market in Rocket as well. So I'm not amped. I'm not feeling giddy to see this market in Rocket go higher in price. I mean, until we really see this price break above $26, even $28, this market in Rockets, if anything, we're going to continue to see a trade here. All right, I want to circle it for you. This is where the best outcome is going to be in the market in Rocket. Okay. We cannot see price break below $24. If so, we will see this market come all the way back down here towards $22.50 to around $23. And looking at the market on the 5-day and the 3-day time frame, that is definitely in the realm of possibility. Okay. So what we're going to do, we are going to continue to play the weakness into the market in Rocket. I can actually see, if we get a little bit more strength in this particular market, that $24.65 can be propped up as support. Okay, so we obviously had to come into the market and skim off some of that profitability there. But generally, we're still seeing weakness in the market in Rocket. Okay, so now I'll set at 26 is the first current area of restriction, all the way up here towards 28. Okay, so now we're going to continue to play the weakness into the market in Rocket. We will skim off profitability around $24 though. I mean, because we've already identified the opportunities to where the market in Rocket was holding this area as support and acting as restriction. So we will skim off some profitability there. I'm going to lower it down just a tad to around $23, which is about 8.25% profitability. So we would definitely play that out into the market in Rocket. So now, what are you all seeing in Rocket? This is our expectations going forward into the market in Rocket. You all can see we're not really expecting a lot of volatility, but pretty much the weakness to continue. It might be a slow, methodical movement to the downside, and then we'll see another movement to the upside. So be watchful of that $24 price level. Now it's your turn. What do you all think the market in Rocket is headed? Let us know with a comment in the comment section, and tell us where would you take the profit at what price. Make sure you maintain the profitability, and as always, trade different.